I'm Bella, the maker mama boss lady behind Fiber and Fox, and this is episode 46, at least I think so, 46 of my podcast. I am a crochet designer. I knit as well. This episode's going to be a little bit more knit geared on the whips and then crochet business geared on the other talk. But I design modern and vibrant crochet patterns, and I talk about all of it with you guys here. Everything you need to know about me is linked down below the video, blog, Instagram, shops, all that good stuff. And there's also going to be a link to show notes on my blog, to any links that I reference specifically in this video. I think that's it. I don't have anything super... This one's going to be a little different. Normally there's a lot more whips, a lot more finished objects, talking about designs and whatnot. This episode's a little bit different. I have one whip to show you. It's been light on the whips. One whip to show you, and then a unboxing that I've been holding on to for weeks, wanting to unbox. So definitely want to show you that, and a sort of an event invitation. So stick with me. It's going to be a little bit of a different episode, but there's a whole playlist if you want to jump back in podcasts. Let's get started. I usually start out with a little bit of admin and what I'm wearing. Admin, I don't know if it counts as admin. I never know what does. But last week, the box of socks recap for 2021 went up, and that's always I've made 2 of them now, always been one of my most popular videos of the year. It's just going over all the socks that I knit last year and some tips, some tools, some resources, and just a lot of inspiration and talking about socks. So if you like knitting socks or you want to knit socks, jump back to last week's video, might be a great place to start. And then what I'm wearing, the sweater is not handmade. Let's get that out of the way. I probably could make it, but it's not handmade. Thrifted. But this is the Hope in a Future wrap. I'm not going to take it off. Maybe I'll pop in a picture. This is one of my designs. It is basically an oversized scarf, and it's got fun little tassels, chevron, great for minis, advents, whatnot. Beautiful focus. There you go. Beautiful chevron stitch. And I will link the pattern drop video as well for you with all the inspiration behind this design. For whips this week, I only have socks. If you like socks, there's more in that last week's video. But I actually started 2 pairs of socks and not frog, but pulled one of them off the needles because I wasn't loving it, and then started another one. They're almost done. So this is what I started with. I like this color combo. The main color is a skein of leftover leather from Fiber for the People. And then I was going to stripe. I don't really remember what my plan was. I think I was just going to stripe. I had something in mind, but I was going to stripe this leftover crazy ball, sour ball. I made a Through the Rain cowl, my pattern as well. Made one for my mom because I wanted to see what it looked like in a self-striping gradient-y kind of situation. So I was going to stripe those 2, and then I was trying some jogless stripe tutorial and just really failed at jogless striping. I need to find a different tutorial because clearly this method, like, that's just a messy chaos. Like, what's going on there? So then I pulled these off the needles because they were a little big, and I decided it might be more fun to do like a color work with this combo because it contrasts really nicely. So instead of just boring stripes, if there was hair on that whole time, I apologize. I'm a shitty lady, but holding off, might frog this back, don't know. But that's just hanging out. It's probably gonna get frogged back to the cuff and then be something colorworky because colorwork socks are one of my goals for the year. And I've only ever done like a very basicest slip stitch and then a little bit of color work in a foot. But I want to do like a full color work leg sock. Thinking maybe the Sweetheart socks, Nitty Natty's releasing a new pattern this week, and thinking maybe those would be fun. But not sure. Not sure. If you have great color work socks that it's only color work on the leg and it's not super intensive, and I could do it with a gradient self-stripey situation instead of sewing in ends, let me know if you have suggestions. I'd love to hear them. But the socks that I actually made, I just put my blockers away because that makes sense. We got this. This is a sock. I guess I'll show you next week when both are done around blockers. But this is basically a blueberry waffle sock. The blueberry waffle sock is one of my favorite fitting patterns. I forget who it's by because I don't think it's someone who's very active on social media, but it's a very well-known sock pattern. It's free. And to my knowledge, my one downside to it is it's, I think, only written in a blog post. I don't think there's a PDF download of it anywhere. I could be wrong. If I am, again, let me know in the comments and I will link that correctly. But I will put all the information in the show notes that I have. But it's a beautiful ribbed texture. And it's a free pattern, and it fits just really beautifully. So I didn't exactly follow the pattern, but I followed I'm just gonna keep showing you because it's just beautiful. The stitch pattern. So stitch counts and whatnot, I don't know if I actually followed, but. So I finished this one, and I like ran out of my main color down here. Okay. Ran out of my main color. This is just a common theme if you watch my box of socks video, which we'll keep mentioning. I like to use up scraps, and I was using scrap yarn and I ran out on the foot, so I just started doing some striping business, and it's all kind of fun, right? So I got one done, and then I'm somewhere past the heel on the second one. And they are the same yarn, but it's one skein, and it kind of does whatever it pleases. So I had leftover again from another sock project. I think it was from the bonfire socks last year. The main skein, I split some remnant into two. I think they were like 30-ish gram balls. Less than 50 I had left. So whatever I had left, I split it in two. I don't remember. And this is Patton's Croy in the colorway Clover Colors. It might be Patton's Croy FX in the colorway Clover Colors, but either way, I will link that for you. And then this is what I used. I don't know if you can tell, but I used just this color on the cuff. And then I decided I wanted to bulk it up a little bit because Croy is a little heavier. So I bulked it up, holding it double with something else. We're having some focal issues today. There we go. Bulked it up, holding it double with another yarn in the heel and the toe. So this is West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the colorway Cardamom. And this that I held it double with on the rest of the foot is a mill end from when I visited Green Mountain Spinnery. So I have a video if you want a mill tour of like a working yarn mill. It's really, really cool. I went back in the summer up to Vermont, Green Mountain Spinnery. So I was holding these two double. And this is not a sock yarn. It is 100% wool, and it's very fine. Like I said, it's a mill end, and it's probably about a lace weight, maybe a little bit heavier than a lace weight. And I forget how much I got this for, but it was like 50 cents an ounce or 25 cents an ounce or something ridiculous. And I ended up getting this, and then there's two cones back there for like, I think like $12 or something. I don't know. It was in the video. It may have been less. It may have been like $8. But you can go watch that video if you want to know for sure. But super cheap. But it's not plied. It's just a single scrap. When they're cleaning off the machines, they cone them up and sell them for super duper cheap if you want to use them for weaving or knitting. I wouldn't hold this alone because it's so thin and it's very breaky. And then a lot of places on the cone, it's also broken because it's just, I think they just kept winding whatever they had over each other, which is totally fine because that was to be expected from this cone. This is my first time working off of a cone, and it's very woolly, but totally fine in a sock. And they had said I could hold it double and maybe hold it with a nylon thread or something if I wanted to do socks and make it more wearable, but it might, because it's not plied, it might, on like the bias or something a little funny. They said like something funny might happen because it's not plied together if you held two double. But yeah, you can watch that video if you want more info on that. So those are the yarns. Blueberry waffle socks. First official pair of the year. I had finished one other carried over from last year. But I think these are working out very nice. And the blueberry waffle socks that I made in 2019 are probably my absolute favorite pair of socks. So it's strange that it took me this long to remake another pair, but very excited about those. And yeah, there's just going to be a lot of socks. A lot of socks. I don't know, like I know that like Kay, the crazy sock lady, has like probably hundreds of pairs of socks, so I don't feel bad. But I'm definitely up in the probably near 30 now, 20s. Trying to think, I did 15 pairs this year and I think like 12 last year, so probably close to 30. But some are my daughters, so maybe 25-ish for me. I don't know what a reasonable amount of socks to own. If you are someone that knits socks, I'd love it if you'd leave a comment and tell me how many socks you have in rotation. And so far, none of mine have like needed patching or darning or anything, so mending. I'm still wearing all of them, so I'd be interested to know if you wear them all, if you keep them all out, if you cycle them through, what your method is. Tell me about socks. As you probably saw in the thumbnail, I have a little unboxing to do for you. It is my VIP box from Crochetprenuer Business Academy. I do have a review in, I think, from June of last year, 2021, when Pam of Crochetprenuer relaunched Crochetprenuer Business Academy and kind of revamped it, redid some things. I did a review back in June, which is it's still relevant. It's going to be slightly outdated only in that I'm talking about the revamp versus what it is exactly now, but definitely still relevant information if you've ever been curious. I've been part of Crochetprenuer Business Academy, which is a mouthful to say, CBA we call it for short, but I've been part of it since January of 2021. So I joined last year. And at that point, I'll give you a quick recap of what it is. You can go watch the other video if you want more info. But I joined having already been an established crochet business for like quite a few years and had dabbled in both selling physical products, selling online, and then moved into the pattern design, blog, YouTube, that sort of thing. So I definitely had a basis of crochet business, but I was kind of all over the place and I didn't really like have a vision for my business other than I knew I wanted to be a crochet designer, a successful crochet designer. And I really joined mostly for the fact that I was looking for a community of people that got it, people who like thought crochet designer was a legitimate job description and people to bounce questions off of. At that time too, I was rebranding from another business name and I had a lot of questions as to how to go about that. So I figured joining would be a great way to get some community, find some people who were asking the same questions that I was, and just get some support and camaraderie. But I actually, I found that community, but then I also found the business that I was looking for. Pam has it set up in modules. So it's all very broken down into chunks, very well organized, very easy to find what you need, but you want to go through all the materials and help you discover like who you are as a business owner, who you're going to be selling to, what makes you unique, like the exact person you're going to be selling to, and how to set up your business right from the start with a real mission and a real vision so that you're not all over the place doing all the things, selling all the things, making all the things, pricing all the different prices. Like a really clear vision, which has helped me a lot. And I found that community and then also really just sorted out what I wanted Fiber and Fox to be, which has been a game changer. I think it was April of 2021. So having joined in January, I surpassed my income from the year before, 2020, in April of 2021. And then more than tripled, almost quadrupled my income by the end of the year. So very successful on a monetary level as well. And I really found what I wanted my business to be and who I wanted to be as a business owner. I think before I was very much basing what I wanted my business to be off of what I thought it needed to be based on like other people on Instagram or other YouTube channels or other designers. And I just felt like I needed to be like the best and biggest, I keep doing this hand motion, but you know, best and biggest crochet designer out there and like full-time hustle. I had left my job to stay home with my daughter. And I was just really trying to find the balance of like what I wanted my work life versus mom life to be. And I'm at the point where I am very comfortable saying, I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be a wife, a mother, a homemaker, eventually a home educator. And I want the crochet thing to be a side business. I don't want it to be my main focus. I want it to be a thriving side business as a supplemental income to my family. But we are very fortunate that we are able to happily live off of my husband's income, and the crochet thing can just be extra. So I've really figured out that mission, figured out that vision, and sorted out what's going to work for me. There's always fine tuning as like nap schedules have changed and whatnot. It's been interesting adjusting, but figuring out who I actually want to be as a business owner, who I'm selling to, and why. So that's my slight recap of Crochetprenuer Business Academy. If you ever have any questions, I'd be happy to chat. I'm going to do the unboxing, and then I'm actually going to let you know about an event that's happening and a sign up for, she only opens it a couple times a year if you want to join the Academy. So let's do the unboxing. This comes with, there are 2 tiers to Crochetprenuer. You can join and just get all of the modules and all the like curriculum parts. And I think also one video chat. We do Zoom chats a lot, a month. And then there's a tier where you're VIP and you're part of the Facebook group. You're really part of the community. You're doing all of the Zoom chats and you have access to additional resources and you also get goodies. So this is the VIP box. Comes for VIPs only. And if you are thinking about joining and you don't want to see what's in the box, I don't think she like changes it up very often. So if you don't want to see, skip forward, don't watch me open this box. But I figured some of you might be interested to see what some of the VIP goodies are. And she may change them from time to time. I'm not really sure because this is the first time that I've gotten one. So I would like to share it with you now. The VIP box was a new perk since I joined. So let me show you. You get a welcome to Crochetprenuer Business Academy, which again is funny because I joined in January of last year, but I just got mine in January of this year because she added this perk later on. So you get this box and it's got the front part here says, "Own Your Awesome," which is one of Pam's like mottos, I guess. "Let's turn yarn into money," is what it says on the side. Hopefully you're not seeing that backwards. No, it's not gonna be backwards on the screen because I show you labels all the time. Okay. I like opened this box, like opened the top of it, but I didn't take all the stuff out. So I'm excited to see what this all is because I've had it for weeks. All right, so there's a bumper sticker, I suppose, or like a laptop sticker. CBA Crochetprenuer Business Academy with a little yarny logo there. It's a little funny because it's knitting needles, but nice big sticker. And then another with the logo on it. There's lots of this squinkly confetti that's now going everywhere. There are some sticky notes to remember all the things. A couple packs of those. And one of the things that you get in joining Crochetprenuer is you get a lot of resources like planners and spreadsheets and other things that you can download and customize for your business. So those have been super helpful, the calendar and whatnot. What is this that I'm looking at here? These are like little encouragement cards. Haven't opened this all the way up. You are the CEO. That means you want this and you have to believe more than anyone else does or will. She's really big on owning your business, taking ownership and acting like an actual CEO of your business rather than just somebody kind of flitting around. I'm not going to open this now, but I'm sure there's other inspirational things written on here. What else we got? Some kind of little notebook situation. Notebook with a pen. Let's see, is it a... Oh yeah, it's just a little notebook. This is super cute. I actually need a new podcasting notebook, so I might use this. I don't really design. If I do designing on paper, it's on a big paper. So this I could definitely use probably for podcasting at this point. And then what else do we got? We got another pen. This one's a logoed pen. And then there's a bag, a whole project bag. Oh, it's a little drawstring like backpack. And it says, let me read it. "Who, me? Oh, just turning yarn into money. What are you up to? Crochetprenuer Business Academy." And Pam is also really big on, I think one of her main goals is to help women, or men, but mostly women, find financial freedom through crochet businesses. So for me, I don't want to do it full time, but she has made 6 figures doing it. And there's plenty of people in the group that are supporting their families, supporting their families. You can really make it into whatever you want it to be, which I really love. Like, it's not a one size fits all. This is exactly what we're going to accomplish. And you have to follow these 5 steps and then boom, you're a crochet mogul. But it's very, here are some tools, here are steps, here's to establish your business and then make it the business that you want, which I really love. So that is my goodie box. And like I said, if you want any more details, I'm happy to chat with you. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so what I wanted to let you know about regarding Crochetprenuer, and I'm glad that I saved that box because now it all kind of works together. But she is doing a couple times a year, she opens the registration for CBA. And it's usually, there's like a pre-launch. So this year she is doing a Hobbypreneur, which is, another made up word, Hobbypreneur to Crochet CEO Challenge. Make sure I got that right. Yes. From February 7th to 11th, 2022. So if you're watching this in the future, a lot of these links will still apply, but for this particular challenge and launch dates, it's happening those dates that I said. So this is going to be a totally free, completely free event, not going to cost you anything. And you can sign up. There's going to be links down below. If I haven't made it clear, I am an affiliate. I should have said that before. I'll pop it on the screen prior, but I am an affiliate of Crochetprenuer Business Academy, and I do really believe in it. So take my word for it. There's other reviews and whatnot on her website, but there's links down below and in the blog post that if you click through or use my links to register for any of these things, I will get a small commission because I told you about it, and it really has made a huge difference in my business. So I would love to see it make a difference in yours as well, but no pressure. I'm gonna tell you about it anyway. So the free event, totally free, is going to be held in a Facebook group, and it's going to be a 5-day daily challenge event where you're going to be able to sort out taking your business from hobby, or I sort of kind of know what I'm doing, to actually acting like a CEO of your crochet business. And there's going to be daily lives on Facebook, daily challenges, and like homework type things to get you on the right track to being a crochet CEO, a crochetpreneur, and having some vision for your business. And it's also a great little preview of how we operate things and how Pam works and who she is in CBA itself. So that's going to be linked down below if you're interested in joining. February 7th through 11th. Free for anybody. You can join. I think the only requirement is that you have a Facebook. Use your husband's if you want to. Whatever. Have a Facebook. So join us for that. It would be awesome. And then after that, on the let me get my dates right. February 14th to 18th is going to be the opening of the CBA registration doors. So like I said, it's only a couple times a year. I think she does it 3 or 4 times a year. The rest of the time you're on a wait list, just waiting. So if this is something you have been interested in joining, now is a great time. And again, affiliate links are down below. But you can join, and you can either join as just a Crochetprenuer member and get access to the modules, work at your own pace, and have a little bit of input from Pam, or the real community-driven, Pam-led VIP section where we're in a Facebook group chatting on the regular. We do Zoom calls. There's like masterclass workshop type things, all sorts of resources, all sorts of goodies, all sorts of downloads. So there's also going to be a link that's going to break down the differences between the two if you're uncertain. So I will leave that for you down below. So if you want to join Crochetprenuer Business Academy, I think the next time is going to be in June. So if you are interested, jump on it. It's a great time. It's still the beginning of the year, and it would be a great time to take your business and turn it around, get it on the right track, straighten it out wherever you're at, whether you're just starting out or been established like me. Great time to join in. And then also, I will put a link down below, just making sure that I don't have dates on that one. Yes. There will be a link down below. There's also all of the time. So if you are watching it in the future and you miss those dates, there is always a masterclass webinar type thing available. It is free to join, and it is a how to master your crochet business. Just kind of a preview into CBA. So it gives you, again, a little bit of taste of how Pam operates, what we're going to cover in CBA, and it's free and it doesn't take long to watch, and it just kind of walks you through the very beginnings of how to get your crochet business on track. So if you are interested in the future, or maybe you missed those dates, or you want to jump on a wait list, that's going to be linked down below, available for you as well. Again, affiliate links, la-di-da, commission, and I totally appreciate if you do register through me, but if you don't, totally fine. I just wanted to let you know about it. So that's all I have for today. I know that was light on content, but I'm glad that I was able to work the CBA stuff in as well, because if I had more content, this probably would have been a really long episode. There'll probably be more socks in the future. There's a crochet shawl back there waiting to happen, I promise. But if you are just jumping in on this episode, there's a whole playlist of podcasts, there's a whole playlist of pattern drops, and I appreciate you guys being here for all of the things that you are here for, and thank you for spending time with me on the Yarny internet. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a cozy and happy start to February, or whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you in the next episode. Thanks, guys.